I want to make a really quick video talking about one concept that absolutely not a single one of my mentors taught me, which I think is the most important thing you can learn once you know what you need to do. Everybody talks about clarity. Everybody talks about having the right business model, having the right steps to follow, having the right skills, all this stuff. And don't get me wrong, that's important. But you know what is the most important prerequisite to all of that? It's energy. It is your ability to focus and show up every day and give it your all. What do I actually mean by this? Think about it this way, and this is an analogy I've literally thought of today. Imagine you are, you have a soup that you love. The soup makes you feel amazing. You make it every day. It's some chicken noodle soup, and it's the best soup ever. You've made it 1,000 times. You know ingredients to use. You know what kind of steps to follow. You've got everything in your fridge. And one day you wake up and you're so extremely sick. I mean, you can't even lift a finger. You're just awful, just sick. You might be able to, in theory, make the best soup in the world. You know exactly what to do, in what order. You have the ingredients. Everything is right there for you, clear as day. Doesn't matter. You do not have the energy and, frankly, potential to go and make that soup, no matter how clear it is. We always talk about making sure that you know what you're doing, but in reality, that's not that hard. AI can answer any question you have. Some of the questions you can ask me on sales or fitness or this or that, AI can probably answer for you. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them. One thing AI can't do for you is give you energy. Your energy is defined by so many important things. And one thing that matters, I think, is truly spending time outside of your career and outside of what is the sacrifice. Obviously, I love sales and I love showing up and doing it, and I don't see it as much of a sacrifice. But when there's something I want to do more than sales and I don't do it, that's a sacrifice. And there are often times where I might be invited to that thing, or my mom asked me to do this thing, or my girlfriend is here, or my friends are there. I can't do them. Maybe I want to go to the gym for an extra hour, but I just can't justify it. That's a sacrifice, and I'm doing it because of my career. That actually takes away from the potential energy I would have to do that much better in my career. And that's the one takeaway I want to have for you guys. This is a quick and simple video. There's not much to it. It's extremely raw. But finding clarity and buying that course and getting the mentorship, that's amazing. But there's a couple of things that you can do to make sure that when you do the right things, you're doing them in the best possible manner. And those things are, number one, right, your health. Your health is everything. There's two parts to it. It's your physical and emotional, and mental too, I guess. Emotional and mental are very similar. Physical is your health. It's what you eat, it's how you sleep, and when you exercise. That will give you physically so much energy, but you need mental and emotional energy too. Things are draining. Things take energy. I think about when I get in fights with my girlfriend or my sister or whoever else. That is draining. Like, I will go and have that happen, and anything I do after that is that much harder because emotionally I'm not there. I'm not invested. I'm not focused. I'm thinking about that other thing that just happened, that fight I got into, right? That awful situation, right? So you got to make sure physically you're energetic, so you take care of your health. Emotionally, right? You're energetic, meaning you are you're very in control of your emotions. You don't let them define you. And by the way, one very important thing is you don't judge yourself. You don't feel an emotion like fear or anxiety and you say, that's the worst thing ever. I can't be like this. No, you don't judge yourself. You say, that's okay, but I know maybe I shouldn't feel this way. And what's even stronger is, why do I feel this way? Dig deep, get clear. And that's where the emotional maturity and the emotional health and energy comes in. It is you being so mentally strong that you're okay with putting your ego aside, and you're okay to say, you know what, I'm going to go spend Sunday not doing sales calls all day, but spending it with my family. Because that actually is going to feel 10 billion times better than doing sales calls. And that means on Monday, I'm going to show up that much more focused. That means I'm going to do that much better on my sales calls. It's a balance, guys. And I don't want any of you to buy into the bullshit of monk mode where you give everything up forever and ever and ever and you just focus on something. You will burn out. I don't care if you listen to Andrew Tate or whoever else. Burnout is real. And it doesn't mean that you just give up one day. Burnout means your results and your quality diminishes little by little by little by little, right? Quality is a fact. Quality, the level to which you do something is directly impacted by your energy. Think about it this way: you have 10 hours, right? Do the multiplication. It's very simple. 10 times 1 out of 10. Let's say your quality of your work is a 1 out of 10, but you put in 10 hours. What are you going to get as a sum, as a product? Sorry, 10, right? But what happens if your quality was twice as good? You put in the same 10 hours, but you did twice as good the work, 2 out of 10. You will now have doubled your result. It'll be 20, not 10, just because your quality got better. And this is where you can really play with quality. This is why the number one billionaires and most successful people in the world, they are so good and skilled at what they do, they don't need to put in hundreds of hours like you and I. They put in a couple, and their quality is so damn high that it makes up for it. It's an exponent. It's exponential. It compounds, right? I don't want to talk about career, but quality is important. And the way you can go ahead and make sure you have good quality is don't go spend your time partying, clubbing, and doing stupid shit, smoking weed and eating junk food. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about getting in an incredibly strong environment, practicing meditation, going to church, community service, time with your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your sister or your brother or your mom or your dad or whoever else, your grandma. Do that. And that will allow you, and for yourself, of course, eating healthy, gym, that'll allow you to show up for yourself and by extension, your family and your friends so much more. It's so funny. You spending time with your friends and family, it will actually do better for them in the long run because you'll do that much better in your career. And you making money, you'll be able to give back to them much more. Isn't that crazy? You think you need to grind 7 days a week, for the next couple of weeks and months, forever and ever and ever, so you can actually give back to your family. The reality is, you go and spend the Sunday or the Saturday as well with your family, with your friends, with your girlfriend. You come back to work on Monday. You do twice or 3 times the quality of your usual work, right? You make a whole bunch more money because you had that weekend, and now you're able to give back and provide for your family and take them on those trips and buy those gifts and do that thing and enjoy more time together because you enjoyed it. Your career compounds, but I'm telling you right now, so does that family time. So does that balance. So does that element of you that gives yourself energy. Do not neglect it. Do not skip it. Do not say, oh no, I'm just going to go and give everything up to just go make money. You're cutting yourself short and you're doing yourself and everyone around you a massive disservice. Something I wish I knew much earlier. So yes, it is important, just to sum up everything, to have clarity, to know what you're doing. It's important to have a skill that you can work towards in the business that you're running and for things to run smoothly. But do not neglect energy and do not put that aside because it is the most important foundational piece to everything else that you have, everything else that you're pursuing. Guys, if you learned anything and if that even made a hint of sense, which I hope it did, just like, subscribe, and comment. All of it helps me a lot. None of it's obligatory, and if you don't want to, feel free not to. But helps me a lot. It helps spread this kind of video. And definitely below, if you want to learn sales from me, I'm taking on a couple of guys right now to do one-on-one coaching. Just fill out the application below. Once again, no pressure. Just you'll see if you're a good fit. I'll see if you're a good fit. And then also give me feedback on this video if you can. There's a form down below to give me feedback. Please do that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.